Yay, everybody! As we come back with our holidayness, um, I am as in the dark as you guys are because I don't know what's going to happen tonight because somebody wants to get their private murder on. So it's really everything is in your guys' hands. Um, how long after finishing the previous job do you want to get together? Grog, how do you want to approach them about this? Like, go role play, do things. Amuse me.
Oh,
All right. Well, we obviously had to go and do our purchasing stuffs, which Smolder ended up doing. So I'd probably say maybe a week or so. Now we had only issue I'm thinking of right now is Jurgen had that one spirit eyeball him and follow him. Yet he's not here to pass on some of that information.
That the spirit would have gone away at sunset or sunrise, depending upon um when you guys did that, because I don't remember. Um, so it's not like Doppler bad guy radar. It's not up to the minute forecast on where he is.
it did have at least one place where he did go that we probably should know about. I would
Yeah,
assume.
other than the
The wait stack.
eating establishment.
Yeah, I mean, it could be nothing. It could be at the very least a place that he likes to go and drink and talk shit about people like Grog. These are the things I assumed.
Yeah, I was just looking to get at least one spot that we'd be able to find him at. If not, we're gonna have to do some more surveillance.
I mean, you guys know that he goes to the restaurant. So
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Tara, is there anything that you could do to maybe find out his location or areas that he goes to or whatnot? See if you can maybe uh, spy on his comlink.
Do you have a com code?
you have the
Surprisingly
code.
enough, he does.
Yeah,
Smolder.
Yeah.
because you guys totally got paid by this guy after having a conversation with him.
Yes.
Exactly.
I can easily pass that along.
Oh, thank you, Tilt. I guess I'll. Un momento, and he conks out. Okay, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to make a matrix search now for this guy.
Yeah, it'd be helpful.
Tara, you have a lifestyle, right? You have like an apartment or something?
He is not homeless.
I'm making sure. Got to make sure.
Low lifestyle.
So, you will be able to just kind of pop over into the Matrix for a little bit, and you'll be able to see that, yes, he is online.
Now here comes the hard part. Getting marks.
I can't imagine what could go horribly wrong.
Well, don't worry. If I get converged on, I'm just gonna cry a little bit inside.
Just, pull up your sheet here just in case. There you go.
Okay, that's a little ridiculous.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
You know what that tells me?
Hopefully, he doesn't have a fair like Caliban.
That tells me the world is on my side to kill this guy.
Man, what did this guy ever do to you?
Gee, I don't know. Left me for dead.
All right, I need one more, and then I could actually trace him.
Yep.
Ouch.
Would you like to spend edge, sir? Are you comfortable
I
with
would
that
love
level
to
of
spend.
success?
I'm not going to. I'm spending edge.
Okay. Just figured I'd ask.
Because God forbid I get a mark. That's going to suck. Okay, 4 hits.
That's not
Let's see.
bad.
Watch him roll like 5 on.
See?
Gonna roll.
Worry
Oh.
for nothing.
All right. Well, let me just I
And I don't remember
do not.
Well, what are you doing to
Oh,
do next? Are you going to trace him? Are you going to snoop him? Are you going to data spike him?
trace.
Okay.
I forgot the actual command for that.
Computer intuition.
Oh, okay. Only got 10 dice for that.
I mean, in this situation, I'm confident not making you roll because it's not a
Oh,
um it's not the trace icon is a data processing action, not an attack or a sleaze action, and you're not like pressed for time in this situation. But
all right. Well, now how long did this take? I keep forgetting.
it's a up to the minute bad guy radar basically right now.
Okay.
So you have his physical location, which is great because that's how you find people. He is in a. You ever know like those down south, those nice whitewashed neighborhoods?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. Um, Cross-referencing this uh, with the map, it's let's say high middle lifestyle area, predominantly as in like 87% human. Um, that's kind of where he is right now.
All
You
right.
know, one of those houses.
Just
I-
gonna
Is
ping
this
Grog.
is this the middle of the day? Is it what time of day are we looking at right now?
That's up to you guys.
You know what time you contacted Tara?
Yeah, that was late night. We contacted Tara. We had everybody contact each other.
Oh.
Um,
It is now late night.
What is late night?
Murder quest.
I guess it's like 1 in the morning now.
Okay.
yeah,
Or
probably.
just
And on
ping
what day
Grog
did you
back.
decide to do this?
We'll go with your typical answer. Wednesday.
Hmm. All right, so it's Wednesday, technically Thursday at 1 a.m. in the morning, but yep, he is in a house, and you have the address.
Pinging Grog
So
and Tilt. Yo, I got the info. So, what you gonna do with it?
I feel like doing a drive-by just to see what the area is like.
Sure, that's something you
All
can.
right, Tilt,
I
bring the
yeah.
car around.
I drive.
I was going to say, but a troll on a motorcycle in a nice whitewashed town area activity probably wouldn't go too well.
If only you had friends.
Which conveniently I do this time around.
Yeah. So Tilt, you going for a drive?
I'm going for a drive.
Anybody going with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Everyone
go
that
with
wants
him.
to go with him.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with him.
Yo, keep that trunk empty. Going in.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys take a little bit of a
Quest.
drive. Tara, are you keeping your marks on his comlink, or you gonna reboot before you do anything?
Actually, I'm just gonna static veil.
That's also good. Go ahead and roll out them dice.
All right, let's see. 'Cause I forget this is a thing technos can do. Cheating.
It is kind of cheating.
Well, I'm not really a hacker, so this is. Oh wow!
Well, yeah.
Did it.
And you're
Now the
worried
resist
about
to fading.
Nice.
Doing this
you're
a
worried
little
about the Matrix
free?
doing something bad to you.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Don't
Hey.
start that. 2016 is still alive for another 2 days.
Yeah. How about 2016?
I'm
Worst
so
year
ready
ever.
for it to be over. Lost entirely too many people.
Yeah. Yo, in a real quick depressing thing, I saw the list of really old actors and actresses that are still alive, and 2017 doesn't look much better.
Oh yeah, no,
Just
that's a fact.
all right, so you've cleared your fading. That's good. you're gonna drive through a larger house. Does anybody here have a middle lifestyle, or are you guys all crappy lifestyles?
I'm high.
Okay.
Yeah, he's high. He's a high that has a high lifestyle.
So these
I
are
have a low one, I
so
think.
these are not bad houses. You know, they're perhaps not as accessible to certain commodities that you have grown used to. Like I'm pretty sure you mentioned you're near the water, and
Yes.
we decided you would have the option to
Access
take
to a
like
pier.
to a dock slash pier if you wanted. You know, these people don't have
Yes.
boats, but for now, neither do you. So like, it's something in common. But they don't have the option for easy access to boats if they wanted boats.
Plebeians.
Grog, did you used to live in areas like this before your horrible accident?
No, I didn't. I was more a crash on my friend's pad. I was similar to Jurgen's state.
You're you were a bum. Great.
Well, as a ganger, it's not necessarily a bum. It's a matter of just going wherever the action is.
So this is probably more than you're really expecting to find your good friend in.
I was definitely not expecting to find him in a middle upper class neighborhood.
Yeah,
Makes me wonder who's pulling his chain.
makes you wonder a couple of things.
Mhm.
You'll notice that. Well, how long are you guys staying in the area? Let me ask you that.
Well, the first time I'd say we just do a drive-through just so I can see where the location is, what basic security is, and then hour or two cruising around.
So in that hour or two, you will
Yeah.
definitely
Nothing to
see
draw a bunch of attention. That's what I wouldn't want.
you'll see a cop car just kind of in the area. Like you'll see it often enough that it is definitely on like a local patrol. Can whoever's driving give me like a drive casual roll, either like
Oh
a
no.
an etiquette or a
Oh, etiquette. I can do etiquette.
or a pilot groundcraft.
I'm taking the etiquette.
Okay. Granted, you're gonna need significantly more hits to not drive like a creeper in a nice neighborhood. I would also accept stealth. So
Mm,
like be
what
parked,
is
lights
my
out, like
stealth?
ghost car style, hiding from the police as it comes by.
So would sneaking go into
Yeah.
that instead of stealth?
That's the same thing.
Okay. I was gonna say I got sneaking of 10 in urban. So
Are you driving?
I'm driving.
I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not driving though.
I
know
have
if I can
sneaking
get
of 11, so let's do.
Oh, well, there you go.
I imagine that's easier than my etiquette because my driving isn't the best.
You drive because it's your car.
Yeah. I drive because I had money.
I mean, the car can drive itself.
Yeah, but the car isn't gonna drive itself like a shady person trying
True.
to avoid spotting by the cops. I mean, I'm pretty sure they programmed was like, type in, "Do not be spotted by police." It's like, I'm sorry, I don't understand that command.
But you know what? I'm sure there's some Decker or Technomancer out there that has created a program for just that reason.
Probably cost a lot of money.
If not, Tara, you need to get on that.
Right?
Well, eventually.
Yep.
No, no, no. Now.
So you are unharassed by the local knight errant's presence. You guys can roll basically whatever you want here to try and get more information.
Can I take pictures of the area?
Sure.
Since I have a couple ranks in photography and whatnot, so I can know
You
what I'm
actually have
getting into.
photography?
Yes, I do, sir.
Man, you wanna
In
roll your-
concurrence with that other reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and roll your photography and let's see how that turns out for you.
Not a whole bunch, mind you, but hey.
Yeah, no, it's amazing the things that could randomly become relevant later on when you're like, hey, look how good my pictures are that I took in the area.
Ha! One thing.
I mean,
One success. It's
The
something.
pictures
I'm
are
driving
square.
by. Blurry. Gonna blame it on the driver.
Yep.
Damn it.
As you guys are watching the trace on his thing, you'll notice it is walking around in like the first floor of one of these houses that you've been kind of circling a little bit. Um, you guys can throw perception dice if you want. You guys can throw really anything you like.
Police procedure.
Absolutely.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, there you go. Do it. Do it,
Yo.
baby.
What do you know about police procedure? So,
Oh, that's supposed to be 6 die, not 7.
whatever. It's still 3 successes. That's plenty.
Yeah.
The first thing you know is that is probably the only cop car that's circling the area. This is a
That's good.
nice part of town, but it's not super nice as to warrant multiple officers. Uh, he will have information on the most of the households, the person who owns it, that kind of thing.
Okay.
He will also have emergency contact information if he spots stuff. It's like, sir, the lights are coming on your house. Is everything okay? I've heard gunshots. You know, like that kind of thing. He will be able to call and notify people. He will also have a line to a rapid response team. Not quite the high threat response team, but definitely like I'm gonna need
So he's a
backup.
He's a neighborhood rent-a-cop.
Yeah. Probably has an 8 to 12 hour shift, depending upon how they have set things up. What kind of security is that? Just a perception test?
Yeah, that's my perception roll. Looking,
Okay.
like cameras on the corners. Coded entry to get through a gate into the front yard type thing. Sensor lights, stuff like that.
You can't exactly like get a good look at the place. It is night. While you do have do you have low light or do you just have thermographic from being a troll?
I just got the thermographic from being a troll.
Which doesn't let you see through walls.
Nope, sure doesn't. It lets me see through windows.
So there's some nice shrubberies. So like, that's kind of something you can use to your advantage to block line of sight. There's what seems to be an unusual number of cars within the parking lot of the not the parking lot, like the driveway, and then a couple on the street of the building that your target is in.
Is this a big building, a big house?
I mean, big is
Like,
very
does it look like
relative when it comes down to Grog. Like, he is now big, so many
I'm
things don't
meaning
seem
big,
big.
like 5-6 bedroom house.
This is closer
Or
to
is it-
like a 5-6 bedroom house.
Okay,
Like some
so
of the
it's a
bedrooms,
decent
maybe
size.
offices, that kind of thing.
Okay.
It has a couple of cameras that you can see, but not like an unusual amount of cameras. You know, like this is a nice neighborhood, so it's going to have a decent amount of security surveillance for your protection, of course.
Are there, in conjunction with that role, are there obvious cameras throughout the neighborhood, like on light poles and stuff, that should be of note?
Not anything that is unusual. Yes, there are cameras basically everywhere. This is a wonderful dystopian future, and you're in a nice part of the town.
Okay.
Let's see what I can see.
Yeah, you're being more observant because you're driving. I'm in the back seat.
Yep.
He's got to pay attention to all of those things.
Yeah.
Tilt, what would you like to know?
Do any of the neighboring houses, either left, right, or across the street, have names on like the mailbox or the future equivalent of such? Do they have identifying markers?
That would be in the Matrix.
That'd be in the Matrix.
Yeah. Like,
Eh.
the wonderful thing about the future is everything is digital now.
Yeah.
So
A boy can dream.
I mean, you can see AR, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it would just be a instead of a perception test, it would be a matrix perception test.
I'll finish off my normal perception
-2.
first.
Sure, you can finish off your normal thing. What else would you
Um,
like to know?
No. If anyone else would like to use my head, I would appreciate. I kind of went into that with that in mind.
How busy, traffic wise, vehicle wise, is the area? How many cars are parked in like next to the houses? Is it every house has a car parked in the driveway, or 2 or 3?
So
I mean, we've mentioned
most of the places have garages. Um, a greater than 50% of them will also have a car in the driveway. Your target houses seems to be the only one that has an excessive amount of vehicles. It looks like 4, and some of them are not very nice vehicles.
not very nice vehicles.
Um,
Are we talking like a Prius versus a Hummer
so some of
type
the
deal?
the nicer vehicles are newer models, are more expensive
Okay.
cars, and that kind of thing. Whereas the target one has a couple of 5-year-old Ford Americars.
The broken down jalopies.
A couple of them look like gotten a minor fender bender. They never paid to fix it. That kind of thing.
Okay. All right. That makes a definite world of difference for me right there.
Okay.
Traffic coming through here is something going to be better looked at, in maybe the daytime
Yeah.
to see just how busy traffic is or whatnot.
Ooh, I have skills in botany. What kind of Tell me more about these bushes as
God
soon as I roll this.
Damn it.
Is any of it poison ivy? Big thing right there.
I mean, that's not a big thing for what you're doing, but afterwards you might want to avoid the discomfort.
Exactly.
I mean, they're
It's
green.
poisonous. Yep. That was worth a shot.
So,
Yeah.
in the middle of the night, from a car driving down the street, you don't see any poison ivy?
Oh, that was just
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, no, those are some nice bushes and some nice shrubbery and stuff. But
you.
you can't really tell.
Smolder till you have the look human thing, right?
No.
No.
So,
I was also thinking about that.
Tara is the human. Tara is the token human.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have an idea
Okay.
for some nicely covered daytime looky-see times, right? Since Terra is token look at things in the Matrix and do things in the Matrix, first half of this is going to be on him.
And token human.
And token human. Well, the token human kind of sort of works. I'll explain. So,
Dark side of the Force is calling you.
Yeah,
Okay.
hello, dark
we're
side.
gonna use-
How can I help you?
Like I was looking for names for the neighbors, if you could get information on any of the direct neighbors to the house, that would be awesome. And if later he could call, if you can get that information and we can call them up with some sort of wonderful service that we could provide to them, that would give us an excuse to put on some gardener suits and have a snoopy snoop time. Maybe put down some surveillance cameras.
When is trash day? That's the other thing, because
I believe
Trash
around here it's on Thursday.
token job for troll is trash man.
I know somebody that owns a trash business. I can get
You
you
sure
on a
do.
trash truck. Maybe.
Yep.
You
Hopefully in
totally
this
do
area.
know somebody. God damn it.
What is happening?
I think he keeps thinking of like things that would like screw us up, and then
No, it's
we
just
just keep
that
having convenient things.
it's one of those things of like, hey, random thing that I did in character creation suddenly becomes super relevant.
You know,
Things
I
that make
really
your DM cringe, in other words.
No, no.
Man,
The Guadalajara and Handyman were one of the best contacts I had. All right.
see. I thought about these kind of things. Not very well, but there was an attempt. But yeah, I'll hand this off for now
Sure.
to Matrix Man.
So, Matrix Man, I
Oh,
see you
no.
got 3 hits on a Matrix Perception. What would you like to know?
icons in the area.
I mean, a lot of them.
Well,
Like, what? Narrow it down for me, because you automatically spot any icon within 100 meters that is not running silent.
okay. Well, let's see. Any name taggies for these people?
Yep.
For neighbors?
Let me click the button.
Generating them.
Name generator button.
Yep. So, the house immediately to the left is the not that, because that's a dumb name. Are the Fitzgeralds. The house on the other side is the... Oh, I should set this to German, because we are here in Germany. Hold on. The Jaegers.
Now we just need
With
another one.
with a J.
Bombs.
Yeah, they might be terrorists. They might have bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
And then the one
It could
across the
just be a
street is
bunch
the
of trolls.
Rothschild.
All right.
What else would you like to know?
All right. Oh yeah, surveillance.
What would you what about surveillance?
Is it present and is it slave to anything?
There is a local area host for the... I don't want to call it a community because it's not like, it has gates with little drop down things. But there's definitely a all of these houses seem to be enslaved to the same kind of like local area host.
Oh boy, what's this rating?
Let's say 4.
This is gonna be tough. All right.
You got this.
I believe in you.
We've been doing good. You got this. Come on now. Don't start that crap.
All right, Tara's just gonna ping these guys back with the names. Oh, here you go. And the surveillance is slave to a host, so whew. Do I gotta?
Sorry.
No, he's talking to the team now.
Oh.
Do you guys want me to do things about cameras now, or?
Well, as long as you, is there something that you can set up for like a delayed reaction where you can like trigger it to make something happen, or is it better that you do something when we're gonna do something?
Depends upon what you
Better to
want.
do it live. I mean, I guess I could Gigo, but I don't think it extends that long.
Well,
I would say not putting up flags that we're gonna do something would be better for the short term.
Fact.
All right. So you want this guy now or later?
I think it'd be better to maybe do it tomorrow. Right now, just see what we got to deal with tonight. And then if nothing else, we can come back tomorrow night or get him on the way over to this cafe that he always goes to. But that's my opinion.
We could easily catch him in transit.
How hard is it
Smolder-
to? How hard is
Go
it
ahead.
to brick a car from the Matrix?
No harder or easier.
If it's an Apple product, real easy.
Oh,
Couldn't help it.
I specialize in tragic accidents, but bricking can work too.
I mean, one usually leads to the other.
Yeah.
In this case, it would definitely lead to the other.
So you could do a number of different things. Like you could just kind of go see what's going on in the host. You could hack some cameras and catch feeds. You could do something to his comm link that you already have marks on. It is really up to you guys. So
What was that for?
Okay. So you can you spoof somebody sending a message to him?
you would need marks on the person you wish to pretend you are.
Okay. We can snoop. We can snoop at people sending him messages.
Can you snoop at existing messages in his comm link? Like existing text messages or whatnot?
Just people.
Snoop would catch things that are going from the time you started the snoop until you ended the snoop.
Okay. Can we snoop for like an hour?
Sure.
He can't. I would say we at this point in time should be getting out of this neighborhood though, because I don't want that cop to sit there and start questioning why the same car has been driving around for an hour and a half.
That's very true.
So I just say get out.
Yeah. We leave. Are we good with what we got going on here? Because I think I'm with Grog.
I would say so.
Make sure Chat Rat is.
I mean, Chat Rat, did you come with us, Chat Rat, or did you stay at your house?
He's in the
No,
trunk.
He came. He's in the trunk.
So just make sure you don't hit any speed bumps on the way out
Or all
Yeah.
of the speed bumps.
at a higher rate of speed.
I will hit some of the speed bumps, but only some of them. I kid. No, I'll be nice. You're doing a good favor.
I kid.
Okay. So as we drive away back to the land of not snooping, I will share with the team Tilt's thoughts on things that could be done. Right. So we know where he is. We know we have access to his comlink, right? These are important. Now, he has to get from his house to his hangouts somehow, right? That's going to be a vehicle. And there's a beautiful thing about vehicles in that you can brick them and they run into walls. Now, here's another good thing. We have a large troll with us. Aye. And we have access to... We could be... We will know when he is doing this driving, so we could be near him when this happens. Now, we somehow cause him to have a crash on his car, and then, like concerned, good citizens that we are, we go over to him, right? If he's not dead from the crash, we have Grog perform very vigorous CPR on his chest. The kind you don't come back from.
I enjoy that terminology.
If anybody, comes by and it's like he's dead, Grog was only trying to help. It's not his fault that he is a large man with much muscle. And he was so frightened by the accident, his strength got away from him, didn't it?
Yeah, only a little.
Why did you try to CPR his face?
I'm big
Grog is a
guy. Oh,
Grog is a concerned citizen. He's not a very well educated citizen in the art of CPR.
never said I was trained medically. I thought that's how you did it. You had to compress his face, right?
Yeah, you got to get air in there somehow.
I just
so-
imagine him working the cheeks like a bellows, like.
I'm imagining the old school Tom and Jerry where you grab the cheek, pull it out real far, push it in real close, pull it out real far. That works, right? It's the last thing I saw. I saw this in a documentary once. That's how you do it.
So that's let's call that Plan B, as that is very loud, and very message sendy, but
I'm okay with sending a message.
that is very true. And very painful, and I know that we like painful.
We
I do.
do.
He
I-
doesn't. Bread
I'm
boy in
sorry.
the back doesn't.
I'm sorry. I was under the impression we were just gonna shake him up. This sounds like murder.
No,
No, you guys are going to shake him up. I'm going to murder.
But
Big
I,
difference.
I
what we're gonna do is at best a misdemeanor. What he's gonna do, we'll not talk about what he's gonna do. You know.
Can we go by? I like that plan. Can we go by the cafe that we met him at in first place? See if it has a back alley, a back entrance.
Yeah, sure.
Just see, just figuring that might be another plan as well.
Yeah, no, that's something you guys can totally do. Is that something you do tonight, or are you gonna do it tomorrow?
We do it now. Because if we do it now, there's not going to be a lot of traffic. But also, assuming that he doesn't manually drive, because grid guide's a thing, it will also tell us what the best route to get from his area of residence to the area of that is, so we can see what that route looks like
That's a good idea.
and suss that baby out.
So you just kind of plug in the coordinates and let your car take the grid guide over.
Yeah.
Okay. Takes you maybe 20 minutes or so to get there, and you will arrive out front. At which point, I imagine you take back over and go driving around, or you guys actually get out of the car and do some looking.
I have no problem getting out of the car and doing some looking.
I will let you out of the car, do a couple laps, and come back.
It's fine by me.
Sure.
The Stuffer Shack.
Go get some noodles. Actually, I guess here it would be sausage or brats, because German.
Bratwurst
Right?
and sauerkraut.
I mean, nah. So let's get a perception test from Grog, as he's kind of on foot, and then you other guys can also give me a testy thingy from the car driving around.
guess I'll just use my cube's perception since I'm not looking at shit in the trunk.
I mean, it's really dark in there.
Yep.
You see the taillights.
I don't see much. This guy's partially blind. Oh wait, it's 4. No, it's 12. I'm still sustaining this damn thing.
So, are you just kind of going around the outside, or are you going actually on into the alley with that, Grog?
I'll go into the alley with that too.
Sure.
I mean, that was my first intention, to be honest. I gotta look around the backs and whatnot.
The place is obviously closed right now because it's probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
Going into the back alley, it looks like a cleaner alley than you've probably stayed in on several different occasions. but it's not without some of the usual alley trash. It is wide enough for a vehicle, because I do get deliveries back here, and you will see a dumpster or two. One looks like recycling, one looks like
Oh,
trash.
they do that stuff here.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, they have the dumpster for it, whether or not
I'm
that's
just giving them. Yeah, I'm just giving them grief because I don't do that.
um. What else would you like to know about the alleyway?
Can I easily can security cameras on buildings?
Less than there was out front. Just seems to be
But
like
there is
one
one or
at
two.
the. They
Okay.
just seem to be at opposite ends of the alleyway, just looking down the whole thing.
All right. I will sub vocal mic to Tara. Notice that there are cameras here at the end of the buildings for the alleyway here. Can you maybe do your matrix thing into there? See if there's any recordings. See how often. See if they're even active. Because they could just be set up for, an ounce of prevention type thing. I don't know how hard or easy that is for you to accomplish.
Yo, we'll figure it out on the way. Yeah, let me just check it out.
All right. How many in this alleyway? How many doors are there into the however many buildings are between me and the stretch of the alleyway, if you will?
So I'm sorry. What do you mean? Like,
Is there just okay? So I'm behind the building of the cafe.
uh-huh.
Is there only a door for the cafe and no other buildings? Because the alleyway is obviously going to be two walls. So are there any other back entrances into other buildings where
Yes.
people might come out and surprise me type deal?
It seems like each building in this alleyway has an exit.
Okay, so there's at least two or three exits. All right. And then obviously any signs of homeless.
Doesn't seem it. Somebody might think that, human racists might keep the unwashed homeless people out of there.
Yeah. Okay.
If only you
Well
knew an
then-
expert on being homeless.
Yeah, if only he was around. Lazy bum.
I mean, it's very
How
literal.
dare he? Take a look. Then in that case, I'll keep going through, see where, if it's like literally a straight shot from one street to another street, or if there's like break-offs, kind of making it like its own walkway, if you will, or area to patrol, if you will. You know what I mean?
It's more or less a straight shot. It seems like the different businesses in the area just kind of come outside, throw their trash in the various trash and or recycling thing, and then
Okay.
go back about their business.
All right. So then that's another option right there, is to meet him in the alleyway if he goes in that way. Oh, God, I would hope he would, instead of going through the front door. But that's just me. All right. Well, then I'll go back out and wait for the other guys to pick me back up.
Sure. Tilt, what did you rolled a sneaky roll. What are you trying to sneaky?
You said I should sneaky.
Oh,
That's what I thought you were.
No, I'm pretty sure I asked if Grog was being sneaky or if he was just kind of wandering.
mean-
No, yeah, I was just wondering. I wasn't
then
trying
I
to be
just misheard.
sneaky to. Wasn't trying to be sneaky to avoid detection type thing. Not yet.
Oh, no. Disregard. I just,
sure.
I came up, I drove away. I come back.
Sure. And then Tara, I see an E-War to peep thing. What are you trying to peep?
Just see for general perception while we're driving, because pocket drone's in the car.
Okay. What
Pocket
would you
drone's
like to know
basically on
about
the
the
dashboard.
area?
Oh. Let's see. Anything unusual of note? That would probably be it.
I mean, not really. You guys were here a little over a week ago. Everything seems to be as you remember it.
All right.
It wasn't exactly like a crazy fortified thing in the first place. So, did you guys have anything else you wanted to do this evening?
Well,
guess I'll check
that's
those
it for me, to
cameras.
be honest.
Okay. So with that, we should probably take our first break and then come back in a little bit and see where you guys get up to.